Hey guys, welcome to the AnubisXclusive channel. For today we're gonna cover Town Hall 10 Queen Charge ZapLaLo attack. This is pretty hard on any Town Hall level, but really efficient and triples many bases. So let's get right into this. In this base, we're zapping out the Inferno, the Queen and the Sweeper. So we'll wait for the Queen to circle around. As you can see now, we're using the Earthquake to finish off the multi-Inferno. So King on the right side of the base, just to make the final for the Queen, and Baby Dragon to help the King finally into that compartment of the Expo. We're gonna wall break the King in. This was not planned, but that will work pretty well on this base. As you can see, we also dropped the Wizard down south third to help the Queen finally into the base. Just go right in there. We're gonna wall break the first and second layer of the walls here. Drop the Coca-Loon, as you can see, to search for the Seeking Ermines. And remember this, we drop the Rage spell also for the wall breakers, not only the Queen. So one wall breaker is enough to open up the wall. Okay, as you can see, it just does its job, and we'll make sure other two will make to the second layer of the walls. So P.E.K.K.A is coming out of the CC. We drop the Poison and Freeze if needed, because that P.E.K.K.A would shred our Queen like in one go. Another Coca-Loon dropped just to be sure that no Seeking Ermines there in the area. Queen finishes off the P.E.K.K.A. And okay, this is important now. We break the circle, so we'll start our LaValoon from the top side. So as you can see, we drop some balloons and drop in the Hound to protect the balloons. Then use the haste spells, drop the Stone Slammer on the left side to shield the balloons again, and we use our spells for our LaValoon, freeze up the multi-Inferno, because as soon as it goes down, this base is just like pretty easy to finish. So Queen does its job. We have the Queen ability left also, and takes the last air defense there. Also notice that we have only 5 minions for the cleanup, so you gotta get that cleanup going pretty early in the attack so you don't time fail. So we have over a minute left in this attack. We open up our Stone Slammer just to help the things go faster and take this down faster. So our Queen will fight off the enemy King, and then we'll move on to the Town Hall. So meanwhile, balloons are doing the cleanup, minions up on the 12 o'clock doing their job. We use the Queen ability to just make the things go faster. So as you can see, this base is just gone pretty easy. It had the CC, it had the Queen, as in the clan war you can notice. And now let's just move on to the second attack, see what we can learn there. Okay, so what do we have on this base? We have single target Infernos, and the Queen. We try to charge our Queen into the enemy Queen, air defense and the Wizard towers on the 3 o'clock. That will be pretty good. So we drop the King on the left side of the base, like with the Wizard to make the final, Baby Dragon on the 3 o'clock. So as you can see, we're trying to wall break the King into the compartment like in the last attack, if possible, to make the final more solid. So Baby Dragon does its job. We drop the Queen with the healers, and we drop the Coca-Loon, don't forget about that. So as you can see, we're using the lightning spells not early in the attack to be the time efficient. So you can do this however you want. We're using this like later into the attack. So we drop the Rage spell for the wall breakers and also to get over the enemy Queen. So wall breakers are enough to open up the first layer of the walls, and drop another Coca-Loon for the Archer tower there, also make the funnel more solid. So you can see Queen takes out like pretty much 30% of the base. So this guy didn't have the CC troops, so we use the Poison on the enemy King, and Queen goes to ability. So this is important. Notice that we have the circle made, pathing made for our LaLo. So we drop the balloons, drop the Lava Hound to shield the balloons. And we'll use our free spells on the splash damage defenses like Wizard Towers and Multi-Infernos if needed. So Stone Slammer on the 9 o'clock with more balloons, like just going into this core of the base, taking out the Expo. We'll lose the queen on this attack, but it doesn't really matter because balloons and stone slammer will overwhelm rest of the defense. It's just like one inferno in the expo. We do have the dragon in the stone slammer, so we open up it manually because it's very important. You can see we don't have anything in the core of the base to clean this town hall in CC and the dark elixir storage, so dragon will take care of that. Our minions outside the base and balloons outside the base will do the rest of the job. You have to be sure, you have to make sure that you put your cleanup down pretty early in the attack, because in many cases, if you don't do that, you will just time fail. That we don't want that. So as you can see, this base is gone like pretty easily. If it had the CC, we would use the poison on the CC. We also had the queen ability there, so this base is gone. Now let's move on to the next attack, see what we can. Okay, so for this base, we're going to zap out the left side of the Inferno, which basically paralyzes the whole left side, and we're gonna queen charge on the right side to get that out, and we're gonna LaLo in the middle of the base. So that's a pretty simple plan, not an everyday plan, but this works on this base. So we're just starting to funnel the queen inside of that compartment, drop the wall breaks, drop the king on the down on this base to clean this trash. And as you can see, we're zapping out the Inferno later in the attack, as always, to just like win some time. So drop the healers, drop the Cocoons, king ability to get over this enemy king, and his queen is going where we exactly wanted her to go. So drop the rage spell for the queen just to speed the things up, and we'll wall break the next layer of the walls just in case. Okay, so as you can see, the queen is taking out this Inferno, another Cocoon, to make sure there are no seeking air mines in the area. Once this queen takes out the air defense and breaks the circle, we're just starting the LaLo. So we also wanted to take out the second air defense, but we're just gonna improvise on the attack, freeze that, and send some balloons into there just to make the funnel more solid. So you also have to learn this in your attacks. When things don't go as planned, you can invest that free spells and invest some balloons just to make it, just to fix that. So we're starting the LaLo, send the Lava Hound, and Stone Slammer, back that up with the balloons. We only have one haste spell, but there's not a lot left on this base. Also, not like much splash defenses, because we took out both the Infernos in the start of the attack. So we'll get over this wizard tower on the 10 o'clock, and this base is pretty much gone because it's only a matter of cleanup. So as you can see, we have the poison left, which of course would be used if there was any Clan Castle troops, and queen would just deal with them with no problem. So dragon comes out of the Stone Slammer and makes sure to fast the things up in the middle of the base, just so we don't time fail. There's our second star, and this base is also just gone pretty easily. So important thing is just to funnel correctly and get the queen into the base where you want to, and then it will be a piece of cake. So let's get over to the next attack, see what we can learn there. Alright, so for this base we're going to charge the queen into that compartment to take out the single target Inferno, queen and the CC possibly, zap out the other Inferno on the right side, and just LaLo into the middle. So that's a pretty simple plan. So we're starting to funnel the queen inside the compartment we want to. So we'll put down our king on this 7 o'clock with the wizard to help out funneling, baby dragon on the upper side of the base, and we'll wall break into this compartment, let the king do its job, drop the queen, drop the healers, and drop the Cocoon as always. So we're going to zap out the Inferno later in the attack, of course, as we did in the last attacks, to win some time, so you don't time fail. And we're also taking out the air defense with that. So we'll let the queen do its job, drop the rage spell to speed the things up, and now we're going to clash into this single target inferno, so we're gonna make sure to have our freeze ready. Okay, so we freeze that, queen takes out the expo, and we'll take out the single target inferno eventually, and we'll deal with the queen. So meanwhile, we're going to start our lava balloon portion. So drop the balloons first and drop the lava hound with the stone slammer, of course. That lava hound will cross like over the whole base up there to the air defense. That's pretty nice because it will clean out the traps. Now we're dropping some balloons on the right side of the base on 3 o'clock in order to just like get rid of the defenses. We don't need them there. So we have one freeze. We'll just wait and see where we can use that. Maybe on the air defense and the wizard tower. Queen also doing its job. She has her ability, so this base is pretty much gone. It's like a matter of the time. We have put down our cleanup down south of the base. These minions, you have to be efficient, as we already said. We have only 5 minions, so we're gonna open up the stone slammer manually, I think here, yes, because dragon comes out, more balloons comes out, and it will help for the attack to go faster. Okay, so this base is also gone. Pretty easy. If it had the CC, we would use the poison spell. So this is our Zap Queen Charge Lavalon. Comment down below if you want to see other Town Hall 10 content, because we're soon moving on the Town Hall 11. So see you in the next video. Goodbye.